The Blob. Excuse me, sir. Could you spare just a few minutes for the Blob? He's here campaigning for you. For universal basic falconry. He ardently believes that every citizen of this country has the inalienable right to have a bird land on them. What else is falcon? You just tell a bird to go away for a bit and then it comes back. That's essentially it. He had a Snow White moment when a woodpecker landed on him. And he was changed forever. And he's looking to give back. In the form of a big falcon or two. Consider it, won't you? Vote for him, the Blob, tonight. I mean, not tonight, but when the election happens. This would be a bit last minute, obviously. It's not right this second. Elect him as bird president today. Here I am stepping out on all the scarabs. His face is a little less neutral. It's me again, the oily nonsense. The oily nonsense. Hello. Do you want to explain to me why you stole all of my maneuvers for your funny robots tonight? I think no. I think I crush you like a bear does in Tekken. Fling it, attack. Whoa! I can just sort of front on you. I'm just like, take these flapping flops. Delightful. Oh, I can't fall over. I have fallen over, actually. Haha, you fool, you can't throw the Blob. He says don't throw me and you have to listen. You have to... Ow. Ow! Oh no, the floor! I can't believe you've actually thrown me. Take that, bonks. Do a little dance. He just looks so peeved off with the world. Oh, begin the strumping rampage! Well, that's done very little. That's done very little to appease my sense of sausages, bang. Sausage bang attack. Ah! How are you able to immediately tell that you're gonna win, bonk? You've got to win, bonk. But I'm here to tell you you can't. But you had no choice, so how else? Ha-ha! Into the sky you go! That's his catchphrase in the comic books. Into the sky you go. He says that whenever he flings someone. Steppy! I'm the Prince of Steps.
This is gonna hurt a lot.
You think you can fly in from the... I still don't know quite what your teeth think they're doing. But that's my own... But can I still can't determine if any of these insects have actual moving legs. Oh no. Well, what about if I stop you? Haha, yes.
And still be home for dinner.
You should have realised when I kept saying stop you that I was gonna stop you. You don't no. You don't realise I've actually got the commissioner here. The police commissioner. He listens to me on the subject of doing this! The new double flop laws that we're planning on implementing. He comes to me for advice on them, you see. Fling you. It's just a very basic fling situation. Right? And then... Right? Stepping. Different kinds of stepping that I've mastered. One of them comes at you from where I am, the other one is just everywhere. These are the two different types of step you can use. Once you're me and are good enough at stepping to be a step master. Oh, thrash. What do you think you're doing on the stairs? No. No, sir. I'm here to say, ow. It's because my block is just sort of standing there and taking it and just being generally unaffected. So it's difficult to tell when I'm blocking successfully. I just have to keep an eye out for blue things going on. Stepping. No. You can go. You can go. You can die. I'm in the temple tonight. Ooh, see that man. Watch him there. Look at the dancing bear.
And still be home for dinner.
Boo-hoo. Kicking. Kicking is an ordinary way to start the day. Ask your doctor about how to kick. No. Don't ask him like that. Don't ask him like punching me. That's not the proper way to phrase a question. Oh. I'll tell you what. I bet you like milk that's far away, don't you? You're always like, oh no, don't give me that milk, give me the one that's further, and everybody's like, it's just fucking milk at the end of the day. And you're like, no, I can tell the difference. You fucking can't. You heard somewhere that it made a difference and have been faking it ever since. Oh! Be ashamed. What if you heard someone loudly say, be ashamed, and then you looked up and they were falling on you from the ceiling? Would you feel like you had something to be ashamed of? Would you feel like, well, they went to all that effort, I must have done something? Or would you resist such fallacies? Would you resist the fallacy of the beef? The idea that because beef exists, your statement must be true.
Wimp.
That only works in the case of the statement, beef exists. Just so you're aware. If anyone tries to tell you it proves anything other than that, they are probably fools. They're probably fools like this. Look what a foolish thing I do. And then, before you can stand... No, I didn't really, No. No crouching low to the ground and forming an alliance. There we go, the woodpecker strikes the floor. That's one of the many things I've learned from woodpeckers in your area. Consider them, won't you? Listen to them for advice. The Blob very much thinks you should listen to the birds. They say a lot of true things. Hello there to you all sat in the mansion basement. Would you like me to mix paint with your son-in-law?
For dinner.
Come forth and challenge me. Oh, hello, I'm coming forth and challenging you. I've got a gun. Yeah, that's what they all think. Okay, you had a gun. The gun was real. I understand that now. I understand that sometimes a gun can be real. But what you don't understand is this. Oh, this. Oh, hey.
And still be home for dinner.
I can still jump some days and really confuse you in the process of doing so. No. No, Mystique. I think it's time for kicking. Right. Kicky leg. Punchy fist. Two sides of the same coin. What? This is very quickly moved away. Very quickly moved to the next scene. Kick, kick. No, whatever you're planning on doing. Whatever you wisp. Sometimes it doesn't actually do what you want. Ooh, what do you want? What do you say to me? What about this? What do you say to this? Me falling from a great height. Cuss blouse. Ooh. I wish I had more reliable ways of closing distance.
I can
Well, I could still do that. Instead of closing distance, I closed you instead. I closed all your accounts. No bank'll take you now. The bank'll bank you out. That's right. I think, is Toad like the one we haven't seen this? What do you look? That's, that counts, I guess. We all have to suppose that counts as a toad. Toad slaps in the garden! Take it. Take yourself out of commission. Oh, Sweepy! I forgot about the Sweepy. Oh no. How did you spit on the front of my face when I was facing away from you? You don't make any sense, Mortimer Toynbee. That was your name, was it not? I've not incorrectly Mortimered you, have I? Take this! Irrespective of whether or not I have. I don't feel enough sympathy to stop me from jumping. Ho ho! Some people stop sinking? Some people do stop sinking. Some people just become more buoyant. But not me. I remain the same density. Ho ho ho! I either float or I don't. What you see is what you get. Above or below the surface of the water. I'm a normal man and it's time to slap the cream! Which is a normal man activity, I guess. You have to make sure it's there. But you have to be quick. Alright? You gotta make sure if anything's lurking inside the cream, it doesn't survive. Take the slams. I don't know. You don't understand. Take this as well. This is a slam, if you think about it. Slam look. Blousp. You've been bloused. A motorcycle has decided to just be here forever. As Nightcrawler enters... I momentarily became convinced his name wasn't actually Nightcrawler. Lord only knows why. Kirk. No, don't put me in the sky. I can't put people in the sky. Can you imagine how this makes me feel? I don't think you can. I don't think you realise the damage you've done to international discourse! Oh, for crying out loud. Nightcrawler. Muddying the issue. Making the discussion useless for anyone who wished to earnestly participate. While I fall on the... I can't even fall on the floor with you here. With you here making your toes fit... Oh. No, I'm the very model of stoicism. The very image of inner peace. Slap, slap, slap. Destroy you from high up.
Thanks. That made me work.
Oh, for God's sake. Did you know that inner peace sometimes destroys you from high up? All up. Oh, hello. I couldn't even have begun to guess that this would happen. Take this. Flopping. Oh. Kick.
Thanks. That made me work up my ass.
Sometimes you think flopping's what does it, but it's an ordinary kick. Take it from me. This is the Blob's pub wisdom. I heard in a pub once that if you kick someone, it works. I see no reason to doubt it. I've never doubted a rat in my life. Take him. Seize him! The Blob seizes you, ASMR. And now it's time for the grand finale. Where Charlie Chaplin gets his pet duck in trouble. Your sword disappeared. You're like, oh, I better make my sword disappear. It's time for the grand finale, he just said. Haha, you think appearing will matter? Oh, you think appearances are enough to jump? Look, it's not enough to just seem like you're jumping, you have to be prepared to do this.
That made me work up my ass.
That's the song that plays in his head whenever he does that dance. It's just a little... I wanna have words with you, please. Why do you move like me, but with lasers? Why are you a big silly man? Why do you have to be a bit more around the center? Oh, the center for shrimp. The shrimp revelation gate. Once you walk through it, you know about shrimp forever. Take that. Take all of this. Take all of this. No. Fuck. No. No Barnabas. No Barnabas Eve! It's the eve where there's not going to be any Barnabases out and about. It's a normal Wednesday! Nobody called Barnabas exists on a Wednesday. That is a secret known only to me. Fling you. And ring you. And oh, the laser beam, right, going right into my shoe. Right. If you need to think more carefully about why it's doing that. Could it be scared? Step. I quaked you twice. You got utterly scrumboed. You've been... I don't know about the position you're in at all. I don't know if that's how it would work. Oh! What? No. What about this, though? Steppy. A big two-footed step. That hurts, doesn't it?
I can crush you and still be home for dinner.
Well, yes, spinning. But that's the problem. That's the problem from your perspective. Spinning's all you get.
For dinner.
Spinning's all you can do. Oh, swing your arms and get your neck. Ba 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 ba. Look at my face. Oh God. Next time I shall be careful not to elect someone with quite so many spiders. I thought it was weird that you kept bringing them to your campaign speech. I phased out of reality just then. I don't know what was going on. But I'm frightfully concerned. Oh, big leg! There's no way to stop me once I become the big prince of everything since. So if you've got something you want to say, I'd say it now, Buckaroo. Buckaroo Chanceworth! It was only a matter of time before you flung me, as I had flung you. I fell over. Please be nice to me! Please be nice to the falling man! Please respect him while you can. You may not get a chance later, you may regret how you acted.
That made me work up my appetite.
Don't remember, be forget. I meant don't forget. Then be remember. Therefore. But, you know what? Nobody needs to know why I meant that. Nobody needs to know why I think the things that I think. My exact reasons mean nothing. My exact reasons mean... my exact reasons are like this. Okay? They'll hurt you if you know them. You knew my feet and look what happened to there. Look what happened the moment that became true. Let me out the sky. Oh. Some of these sentinels, I'll tell you, they keep going.
Still be home for dinner.
They continue happening until we all run out of luck. Steppy, 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 hey! No, not the sky. Not the ordinary sky version of the man who can't sing.
And still be home for dinner.
There's gotta be other sky versions. There's a specific version that's about the sky. Oh,
and
swing
still
you
be home for dinner.
round, it's mighty and it's fine.
Teeth the bone.
Gambit's now here. It's to be expected, really, isn't it? This is sort of their training facility. The big square didn't load in.
Think you good
Excuse
enough
me,
to
Gambit,
take
did
on
you know the
Gambit?
big square didn't load in? Yes, in fact I did, I'm Gambit, hoo-hoo. That's his full name, Gambit hoo-hoo.
I can crush you and still be home for dinner.
You don't need to know the hoo-hoo bit when he's just out and about throwing cards at you, making you suffer. But it might be relevant otherwise. It might be how he wins in the end. It might grasp. You can't have a wish that's not about crisps. Right? When I told you I was the crisp genie, that should have been your clue. That should have made it abundantly clear. Anytime you need crisps, I'm the one who's here. But I simply I fell over 3 times in that one time. 3 flops with 1 attempt. Aren't I skilled? Ow! There is no need. There's no need for your behaviour here. You are busy going cards. I don't believe it. Why did your cape have to go through yourself whenever you're doing that move? Who decided? Damn.
My style.
That's deeply unfortunate. In the sky, there's other things. Right, so there's there was another. Where's it gone? There was like, I want to sometimes grab you in the air. What was it? There it is. But I don't know how to get you into the air in a way I can grab. Would then be my next challenge. And I don't know how to do these things without revealing that I'm cringe. No one must know. No one must be flopped upon, bastard.
That made me work up my ass.
His big special attack, simply called Bastard. I hope you enjoyed it. He's done rehearsing it, and it's finally ready for a field test. Right, Flop'ems. Flop'em, stop'em robots. Oh, Sweepy. I can't believe I keep forgetting about Sweepy. That was like the most delightful thing I ever saw when he did it, when I was playing against him. And now I'm finally able to do it myself. You can't go throwing cards at the waterfall. Bang, 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 bang. Ha ha. Gambit must be stopped. Come on, I'll pick you up and I'll throw you behind me. That's the law. That's the ordinary lordinary. I could have a chance here. Will this be enough? I hope so. Yeah, just about. Just about stops Gambit from beating you, doesn't it? That's the magic power of my little potion. What else can you sell to me? Show me your wares. My wares are shooting into the sky. Is what he says. He's blasted! Blast them all to hell. Come on, that would have been a perfect moment. It would have been the perfect crime if not for the fact that I left a signed letter claiming that I did it. I'll admit, my arrogance was my undoing there. I, to be honest, needn't have done it at all. There was no reason. I was like, you see, it's motiveless. They'll be like, he would never have bothered. But no, it turns out they just sort of found definitive proof and took it as an excuse to end the investigation. I think what I lacked was any real understanding of how the police actually operate. But this'll help. Jump. Come on, be affected by my jumps. Well, I don't know what to say. Nobody's ever been unaffected by my jumps before. I used to be told that I had the most affecting jumps in all of Paris. What? Why are you doing that? Why are you grabbing that now? Why are you grabbing me out of the air? Why are you grabbing my friends from Nat West? Descend! If this hits, I will win. If it doesn't, I won't. There we go. Run out the timer. Whoa. I can run down the clock like you can run down a pheasant. Oh no, I don't believe it. He knows I can run at pheasants. He knows I run at pheasants for money. It's a shame. It's a shame that I've been reduced to that, but desperate times and whatnot. Desperate times and what fourth?
I'll pick my teeth.
The fourth son of the fifth ment. Take shelter in the crow's nest at once. Ow. I don't understand. I don't understand why you like Mozart to such an extent that you would be prepared to set fire to yourself. I don't know that that's the healthiest expression of your appreciation for his music. I feel like there were a million other ways you could have expressed it before self-immolation.
Thanks. That made me work up my appetite.
I mean, fuck, it's not like he's here to appreciate it. Mozart can't climb out of the grave and be like, thank you for setting yourself on fire, I was really worried nobody would. I don't know why you think he would say that in the first place. But it's not like you'll ever know. No one will ever know that you were the one who took all of the rice. You could very easily get away with a rice theft right here. But, I trust your character. I trust that you shan't ultimately do it. Here I fight the Phoenix immediately.
I can crush you and still be home for dinner.
You must enjoy playing.
I'm the man who does sometimes Star Wars. Flopping. That's me doing Star Wars, look. I fall on the floor, and it just sort of carries on like that until we're all sick of it. Go away. Go away. I need you to go into the sky. So, well then I need to like grab you. I like grasping. I like grasping. I want to do that. I want to do grasp. I want to see what that does. I want to be like graspy. Graspy. Yeah, you have to. For this to happen, according to the prophecy, you need to let me do a big grasp! Well, if you won't let me grasp, I'm gonna see you clasp.
That made me work up my
Say that.
appetite.
I was just stoically kneeling. Yes. I could be a statue like this. Oh, I could be made of stone for all you care. Ah! No. Don't singe the stone man. It's at best futile.
Thanks. That made me work.
Futile technique. Yeah, let me go. Let me go and get you. Let me go and get you. Oh, let me go and get you. I throw you now at the floor. You're gonna do great things with me. You can fly even, so why am I trying so hard to make you go in the air when you could just do it yourself? You could just... That's not what I want. What I want is this. But that, of course, doesn't land. There's no... not more birds. Not even more birds than you were already doing. You never think about what people who might not want birds to attack them might think about your actions, do you? You don't consider the don't hurt me bird demographic. Hey? It's quite simple. It's quite simple to do, you just gotta take your surveys out and go get them. Go. Get them. Go. Get him! Alright. A legitimate... Oh, the big stone flies past. The Big Stone Flies Past is the name of the Blob's new crime novel. It's a murder mystery whodunit. You'll only know who did it if you read the book. which you'd think would be obvious. But that's actually... In this age of internet, the Blob has come at you with an interesting new innovation. It is impossible to spoil the ending. Being surrounded by so many psychics has given him the opportunity to study psychic science. He has put essentially like a pall over his story, using various psychic techniques that he has scientifically replicated using his big science kit that he has at home for big science. He has managed to create the ultimate whodunit. And he's inviting you to read it yourself. You will only be able to talk about the ending with people who already know. It works on the basis of shared collective understanding. It searches your brain for the knowledge. And then makes like a Wi-Fi, like a sort of wireless DS connection. Sort of however the fuck that worked. He puts a DS in the book, and it psychically knows who you are. Alright? It just psychically knows all of your credit card information.
Thanks.
Go.
That made me work up my appetite.
And that's fine for him to have done. It's fine for him to have written the book, everyone's getting into it. Electro's written one. The Scorpion wrote a whodunit set in the Maldives. Except everyone's a cowboy that was sent mysteriously 200 or so years into the future. We don't know why he went with that specifically, but I'll tell you something, it's an interesting enough premise. I have no weapons. I'm part of the Freedom Force, or I used to be.
As the Blob, he is now both irresistible.
I can create a monodirectional gravity field.
He has pledged that no one will laugh at him.
I'm really great at gravity. Did you know this? I'm the big science man. I told you I have science machines back at home. Right, well. That is it. That's it for me. Thank you for joining me on my campaign trail. I hope I've been elected at this point. I can't quite remember when the election was, but I'll have one anyway when I get back. This could just be a little private election for me. But of course I can't vote for myself. So, in fact, I'm not sure I'm allowed to vote at all. Like, I legally can't vote for myself, and voting for my opponent would seem counter to what I want. So, what am I doing here? What's the purpose of this election? Well, I'll tell you. It's to get my message to the people. And that message, I think, was about birds? I want birds to touch you. I swear to God, I will not rest until at least a penguin has fallen on top of you. At least a penguin. I'm not sure I agree with his stance of ranking birds in order of how well they can fly. Penguins are just as valid as anyone else. I think he's going to lose some serious penguin votes with an attitude like that, but I'll work on that. It is the Blob's pledge to do better. With a penguin tonight. So tune in for some other reason later on. Bye! So that's X-Men Next Dimension, essentially. I didn't present this episode as if it was gonna be the last one. Because at the time I didn't know that it was. Because I had heard tell, in all of my research, trying to figure out how to unlock things, I'd come across whispers that there was a sort of other secret character that I had not known about until I started filming these. It turns out Pyro, supposedly, is in this game. But not this game. Because I did everything I was supposed to. I even relented and used the cheat that unlocks everything, and Pyro didn't show up. So I guess maybe he's in a different version. He's not in the PS2 version of the game, but he is apparently in it. I can tell you that you unlock him apparently by beating arcade mode on all difficulties with Dark Phoenix. I can bloody tell you that he's voice acted by Robert Atkin Downes, but I can't tell you what version of the bloody game he actually appears in. So, I don't know, unless this is all some kind of unnecessarily elaborate prank. It seems the PlayStation 2 couldn't handle Pyro. So it looks like we're done, for all intents and purposes. Speaking of who voice acts who in this game, Patrick Stewart is in this. He was in fact voicing Charles Xavier, which I sort of didn't even remark on. I just sort of took it for granted that, yes, that's Charles Xavier's voice. It just made so much sense to me that he would sound like Patrick Stewart. It didn't even cross my mind to look into that, but there you go. I've had a lot of fun with this. This, certain bits and pieces of jank aside, this is a really fun little game that feels weirdly ahead of its time in a lot of ways, although I will admit I'm not an expert on the fighting game genre. I have very limited experience to draw from. It's possible that I only think this game's advanced for its time because I've not played, Fungal Beasts 3 Return to the Cupboard. But there's a lot going on in this game, and I'm happy to see it, because I don't know that I would necessarily have appreciated it at the time as much as I kind of do now looking back. It makes me glad to have done this series, so there you go. This has been worthwhile for me personally. And now it's ostensibly over, so I guess tune in next time for other less X-Men-y things. Goodbye.